Today is my 20th birthday and we're in New York City. Can't even say that right. Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday. It is May 11th, my birthday. I am a little stupido. I grabbed the camera. I had the camera batteries. I have the charger. I'm ready to go. Then I realized there is absolutely no memory card in the camera. And we tried going to CVS to find like a memory card. They didn't have any. They were completely out of stock. And then I found this random camera shop and it had a memory card. Did I get ripped off? A little bit, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So now I have a memory card. We're going to brunch. Me and my old roommate Keely. I don't even know. Keely and I went on a rant. I can't even speak. We went on a rant. Keely and I went on a run this morning in Central Park, which was so fun. We did 2 miles for 20 years old. Keely was like, we should do 20 miles. And I was like, we should not. We're now gonna go out to a brunch. It's a place called Bubby's. I found it on TikTok and I don't know if they're even gonna, I don't know how long the wait time is or if there's even availability, but we're gonna try to go there for brunch. So, and welcome to the vlog. Being 20 means you know how to iron. Just kidding, I've literally known how to iron since I was like 12. I don't know if that's impressive or not. I'm thinking of wearing this cutie top because I really like the color. And it's super springy outside. I did not wear the very shirt that I ironed. This is who I went on the run with. Welcome to New York. They're amateurs. They don't have their Metro card ready to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Got blueberry pancakes and whatever the heck these potatoes are. They look so yummy. Statue of Liberty, so we're gonna take the ferry. Lunch was so good. I have a food baby. My skin is not doing well today. My birthday was honestly pretty good yesterday. And then I woke up with these new breakouts and I was just like, cool. There is a squirrel right there. We're talking about Pete Davidson. Who's funnier, Pete Davidson, Kevin Hart, or Adam Sandler? Kevin Hart. I can't say. That's secret information. You are not a Pete Davidson person. I'm not saying Kevin Hart's funnier. I think he's funny. Adam Sandler, hands down.
No, definitely not.
Because
I don't like.
Okay, we're done. End the clip. We haven't told you. We're having a heated debate. We haven't told you guys the story time though of yesterday of how we got scammed. But we'll tell that later. We'll save it for later. They were like trying to sell us tickets for the ferry, and we were like, we're good, but we kind of looked a little confused because they were wearing vests, so we're like, maybe they're official, but they weren't. So then we like come up and we're like, okay, where do we buy the tickets? And the policeman is like, it's free. So we're like, okay, like we almost bought tickets again. Anyway, we were here at the ferry.
Give us a fit check.
Yeah, we're You're from there.
From where?
Huh?
Wait, from where? The vlog couldn't hear.
New.
Cute.
And wearing New Balances.
This is Ben, and this is Ajamin. Jamin.
Ben. We were in Central Park yesterday. I know, we're literally matching. We were in Central Park yesterday, and I like complimented this old guy's shoes. And then I looked down and I was like, we're wearing the same shoes. And he was like, oh, how sweet. He like waddled off. But, and then this is brand new Melville.
So tell us about your brand new Melville experience.
Well, you have to, the first steps are true. You have to be skinny and even go in the school. this wine. There was no air conditioning, no music was playing, and the workers were horrible. We just walked outside.
Yeah, slay. It's her birthday, if you didn't know.
One of the things fell off.
No, we didn't even get a picture yet. Oh, it looks so sad.
Comment down below if you guys like banana flavor.
Oh.
Do you not? I hate everything banana. Okay, everyone leave a hate comment for Ellie. Describing this guy like, Pete Davidson is better, I know you know it. There's literally poop on your forehead. Come here, Caitlin.
Do you have a napkin?
Yes, I do. Okay. So today we have Caitlin here, patient Caitlin. It is hot in here. It is so hot. There's like no AC. I feel like I'm in one of my 2019 thrift vlogs again. It's kind of fun. I like it. I found just this. I think Amanda will like it too, and it's only $6, so win-win. Okay, Y'all, we're getting water. You're dehydrated. Keely, where are we going? Wait, what? No? It's called Sweet Greens.
Oh, okay.
We're in the area of Dumbo. I don't know if I sound really stupid, but Dumbo, which happens to be right next to Dumbo, so it just worked out. It was like a win-win. Birthday dinner, let's go. Woo! Okay, guys, Sweet Greens loses points because they told me to stop filming, and then I fought them. Just kidding, I didn't. I'm not confrontational like that. Okay, but it was just a joke. Please don't hate. Anyway, wait, she got the fish taco or the fish bowl?
Fish taco bowl.
Fish taco bowl. It looks super yummy. And then I got the classic chicken pesto parm. I always get this whenever I've gone to Sweet Greens. It never disappoints. So anyway, I'm gonna eat this, and then Kaylin and Ellie are getting there, so they'll be out soon. And look at our view. We just finished eating. Kaylin, what would you rate today besides getting pooped on?
Oh yeah. Probably a 10, even with the poop.
Even with the poop made it a 10.
It made it
was
funny.
memorable. Me speaking for you. Like, I'm not the one that got pooped on.
It was really memorable for you.
I think it was a really good time. Look how cute. When we were in Florida, I told Caitlin that Drew Starkey was behind us and she believed me. No, that's cute. Look at that. Look at
Guys, I'm here. I'm back. We just saw Drew Starkey. Entirely real.
Good for you. You know who you are, Drew Starkey. Don't
She said you can't speak for yourself. No! Are you John B or JJ? You're JJ, right?
If I had to choose, John B looks like the penguins from Madagascar. Strike 14. No, these are just memes that I've seen. They're not my own words. Everyone leave a hate comment for Ellie. She's bullying me today.
Guys, I know you're on my side.
All the comments are gonna be on your side. Sorry, we just unearthed some new information. But I just asked him, I was like, if you could see any celebrity in real life, who would you choose? And Caitlin's like, no, you're not. That's the funniest part. Caitlin's like, well, can it be a fictional character? And we're like, okay, go ahead. She wants the guy from Avatar. Happy birthday to you.
Marla's leading us home with no directions right now.
I am a local. I remember where we are. Actually, not that well. What did you just say? It's literally out of focus at all times. Anyway, we're going back home. I'm tired. It's almost midnight. Also, if you ever come to Times Square, never ever in your life take one of those taxi bike rides. Okay, bye. Okay, we're now home, back at the hotel. This was the outfit of the night. It has been such a fun day. We had this huge bucket list and we did literally everything except for one. So it was a really good day, but my feet are so aching. I want to take a shower, but I wanted to show shut up. What? Thanks. Because I can feel you staring and listening. No, it is. It really is. It is my birthday. Listen.
We're talking about how
we were still talking about this person on TV.
Not on my birthday, but tomorrow, yes. In 30 minutes, you can make fun of me. Okay, but I wanted to film because first off, look how clean I am. Secondly, I wanted to show the decorations. They're so cute. So literally, when they thought I was asleep, but I was wide awake.
Oh my gosh, that says my name.
Where?
Whoa. Welcome to Hall Ellie.
Okay, we have to do story time.
Well, if you guys think I'm cute, you can Google me.
Oh yeah, what's the story time?
The story time of when we got scammed.
Oh.
Is it too soon?
No.
I think not.
I think it's soon enough.
If you have not tried coconut LaCroix, well, if you're a LaCroix lover to begin with, LaCroix, how do they say it? I have literally like 10 different bug bites on my legs right now. I'm trying my best not to itch them. Hi guys, so this clip that is now being filmed is actually about a week after I've been home from Iceland. So, which means it's probably been about 2 weeks since New York because my brother's birthday is today and we're almost exactly 2 weeks apart. No, we are exactly 2 weeks apart. So yeah, anyway, me doing math on camera. Ooh, maybe I should zoom in because you can see all of my messy bed. The last clip you saw was me about to tell a story time with, I think, Caitlin and Ellie, and about how we got scammed in New York. And then all of a sudden the memory card footage ran out because I only bought a 32 gigabyte memory card because I bought it from this place that looked a little sketchy and he definitely upcharged me for the memory card and I was like, this might literally be like, this in itself might be a scam. Like this memory card might even work. So I didn't buy the most expensive one because I didn't want to get scammed too much. But now I'm back home and I want to continue that story time real quick. It's nothing dramatic and everything is fine. The story begins, just a little girl, okay? I'm literally 20 now. That's weird, but just still a little girl, but just a teenage. I was a teenage girl at the time, okay? You can't blame me. I think this was the day before my birthday, so I was still 19, so I'm still a teenager. I was young, naive. I just didn't know what I know now. We'd been in New York for I think 2 days at this point, and we're there in Times Square, which definitely is like a little bit of a, I feel like it's just a dirtier part of New York. There's just like a lot going on and it kind of smells like urine. You have to visit it still because it's just so iconic. We're out there and probably like 10 p.m. and we're walking around and we were like, oh, like, okay, I think we're ready to like head back to our hotel because our hotel wasn't that far. It's probably only like, I think it was only like a 15-minute walk away. So we're like, okay, I'm gonna be telling this story as if you've never been to New York City before. And if you have, then you probably like know most of the things I'm talking about. But if you've never been to New York, pretty much in Times Square, there's a ton of people just like on little bikes, and then they'll have like almost like a carriage behind them so they can pull you like on their bike. Like a lot of people seem like they do them. There's also a ton of them, so they're just kind of like going around asking people like, hey, do you want to ride? They're pretty determined to get you on their bike because, you know, they want to make money. It's probably what they do for work, and we're a bunch of tourists that probably don't want to walk back to their hotel, quote unquote. So we're like going around and we've been seeing them for a while, but there was one guy that came up and he was being really funny. He was being super adamant about us getting on the bike, and we were like looking at each other and we're like, should we just do it? Like, should we be like the ultimate tourist and like get on this guy's bike or whatever? And we're like, okay, let's do it. But then I was like, wait, what if he only takes cash? And then Keely was like, oh, well, I have $20, so we can do like $20 worth of a ride. So we're all talking when the guy keeps on trying to get us on his bike, and finally we're like, well, we only have $20, so if you take cash, we only have $20. And he's like, that's fine, just like get on. Like, it was a very quick interaction. Long story short, we had told him somewhere in the mess of all this interaction that we had only a $20 bill, and he's like, I charge by the minute. So in our head we're thinking, okay, we'll only go like $20 worth, even if that's only like 3 minutes or whatever. Like, we didn't know what his rates were because he just said I charge by the minute. So we get on, and that was, now I'm like looking back in retrospect, I'm like, okay, we should have asked how much do you charge per minute, but since we had been saying we only had $20, we thought he would only take us $20 worth. We're starting to, we'd probably been on it like for 5 minutes at that point, and I remember like looking over being like, okay guys, like we only have $20, so like, I don't know how much longer we should be going on this. And then the guy, we kind of tell the guy, I think we're ready, and he's like, I'm just gonna take you around the loop. He's like, I'm gonna take you around the loop. And he kept on saying, he's like, I'm gonna take you around the loop. So we're like, okay, like maybe he's just like kind of he's gonna make a U-turn and then he'll come back to where he like originally picked us up. So he starts making this U-turn, and so we're like, okay, he's just taking us back. And so there was the time where we were like, okay, like we're ready to be done, but then he continued to drive. So then we got off and Keely starts to pull out her $20 bill. This is when things went wrong, is this man then takes out his phone and starts typing on the calculator. He should not have needed a calculator. We literally were on his bike for maybe max 10 minutes, and maybe 12. Like, it was not a very long time, and half of that time I feel like was, I say against our will, quote unquote, but like we had told him that we're ready to be dropped off, and he kept on saying he'll just loop us around. Anyway, we get back, he pulls out his calculator and he shows us the number on the screen. It is $190. And the four of us are like looking at each other, and we're all stunned because he's a bigger man. Like, he looks pretty intimidating, and he like, it was kind of weird because he was like very goofy on the bike. Then as soon as he like shows us the number that like we owed him, he like was he just got serious. And so it was like, what? And I was like, did you say 19? Like $19? He's like, 190. And I was like, okay. And then I look at Keely, and then we all look at each other. We don't have $190 cash. So then Keely's like, I only have a 20. And he's like, well, I take Venmo. And then we're just standing there, and we're like, how much do you charge per minute? And he's like, I charge $8 per minute. And you guys were on, so let me look. There is no way. He was charging us as if we had been on his bike for literally 24 minutes. I am so confused. All I know is we got majorly scammed. Anyway, so we're all stunned to speak. We're all a bunch of teenage girls, and we're like, what are we gonna do? Fight him? Like, no. I mean, there was no contract or anything, and legally, like, he could have, we told him we had $20 when we got on, so anyway, Keely ends up Venmoing him, and that's that. We ended up walking home in silence because we were all just shocked of how scammed we got, because we would have never even thought of getting on that bicycle thing if we knew it would, let alone be $8 per minute, which minimum wage in Utah is like $7.25 per hour. So $8 per minute? Huh? Anyway, so we were and I know it's a different service, but all I know is we would have never gotten on the bike if we would have been like properly told how much it would have cost. And we should have asked those questions, but just being young and naive and not knowing, and there was a very quicker interaction. He's very adamant about us getting on. Anyway, and long story short, we're just humiliated and felt very stupid and almost lost $200 on a literal bike ride, which we were not on for 20 minutes. So I don't know how he was charging us that. Anyway, so later in the trip, it was like 2 days later, we were in New York for, I think it was 3 nights. I think this was the last day of the trip. And I remember we were about to head out for Iceland and I saw someone on one of those bicycle things and I looked on the side of the bicycle, and on the side of the bicycle he had a big poster and it said $7 per minute. And so I remember being like, okay, so we didn't get like that scammed in the sense of, you know, the guy that's driving us wasn't charging that much more, but in the fact that he didn't make it clear to us. Versus like this bicycle man or whatever, different guy, he made it very clear and obvious to the customers of how much he was charging. And so that's why we felt so scammed, is just because we thought we had told the guy that we had $20 cash and he said that's just fine. And then like we had told him to get off and then he wouldn't let us get off the bike. And like he was just adamant about like taking us around the loop. So we just assumed that that was included in our $20, you know, little did we know. But anyway, so if you ever go to New York City in Times Square, just be leery of people offering you services that are not like legitimate from a store or something. Like, but that was part of the New York experience. I just like so many things could have there were so many dumb things that we all did that was just like that led us up to that point. But ultimately that guy knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew exactly what he was doing when he told us that he would take us around the loop. He was just prolonging his time. So anyway, there's my story time. I'm not the best at telling stories sometimes. Sometimes if I need to get to the point, I can get to the point. But if we're doing like a story time, then like I'll add in the details. But then I'll just get like mumble jumbled in my details, and then it's just I'm rambling. And so also Accutane update, even though no one asked for it, I'm now on full dosage, the max dosage anyone could be at legally. It's at 80 milligrams per day, which is 2 pill capsules. And I'm also on a steroid for anti-inflammation. My eyeballs have been very red, so I got some eye drops. I asked the dermatologist's office if I was able to do that, and they're like, yeah, that's just fine. And then my skin is peeling like a lizard, so already I'm like, oh no, because I'm gonna be in the sun this weekend, so I bought like sun gear, like a long sleeve, and the long sleeves like rash guard for swimming, because I'm like, I just don't want to deal with the burns, you know. Anyway, so that is my story time. Thanks guys so much for watching this New York City vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was such a wonderful time, and I'm so grateful for the friends that I had to be able to go there and just celebrate my 20th birthday. And I'm so grateful for each of you that like just have followed along, whether you're just found my channel last week or today, or you've been watching since 2015 when I started. I'm just grateful for you guys and for all of your love and support. So bye guys, have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.